membrane manufacturer and distributor with global recognition, we are called Breathing Membranes. Developed 50 years ago, we have more than 40 years experience in this market and construction of our product, which is a membrane formed from high density polyethylene, meaning our product is durable and versatile, in which it can be applied into walls and roofs of new builds, refurbishments and extension projects. Since the first installation, more than 15 million buildings have been protected with our product worldwide. With our highly advanced technological materials available here, we are helping to save our customers money and, more importantly, the environment for future generations, which is down to our extremely efficient product, which can cut energy consumption, heating bills and greenhouse gas emissions to the atmosphere. With one of the best R&D capabilities in the world, Breathing Membranes has an outstanding track record as a strong, reliable manufacturer with a long-standing commitment to sustainable growth, meeting specific needs and requirements of all customers such as architects, designers, specifiers, builders, roof contractors, etc. Breathing Membranes is the world's largest manufacturer of breather membranes on the market for construction, and the company also carries out extensive market research and listens to the market, applying continuous technological improvements and focusing on market development.
For the these are the actual brochures for the actual installations and about the product. Predominantly the membranes are widely used on timber frame construction and they comply with Part C of building regulations. The installation of the membranes can be installed either on site or actually in a prefabrication in a factory. The factory fabrication is the most commonly used method of installing the membrane, as it minimises the damage of the membrane on installation. The on-site application for the membrane has to be carried out by a specialist by the warranty of the product. It keeps the lifetime of the warranty of the product for 50 years, which is applied for. The membrane should be installed as soon as the shell of the building has been erected and is installed either with stainless steel staples or galvanised nails. The membranes are generally fixed to the external sides of the OSB timber board and the top part of the rafters, which is then nailed down by the roofing battens to hold that in place from the roofs. The OSB sheeting can come in vapor permeable or moisture resistant boards. In this case, the membrane will be used as a secondary barrier for protection against moisture penetration, but yet still lets the building material breathe, so it reduces the moisture levels of the building, so it can dry out the building without letting any moisture through it. The membranes come in a range of different types to accommodate the needs of the building. Where the membranes can be used just for protection from moisture or to help improve the thermal qualities of the building envelope. The membranes are very durable and easily manipulated to fit the envelope of the building, with the use of the acrylic-based adhesive tapes to seal overlapping sheets to create a seamless vapor barrier. The membranes themselves have a minimum of 150mm overlaps and 300mm overlaps on corners and apexes of roofs. The breathable membranes are vapor permeable and used to let moisture from condensation built up within the building fabric escape through the membrane without letting moisture pass through the membrane. This also allows airflow to flow through and increases the thermal properties of the building.
These are some of our samples. These are for the walls. We have a reflex, housework, air guard and UV facade. Reflex is a membrane that it used to be preventing the heat. It keeps the building cooler in summer and warmer in winter. It blocks 88% of the heat. Houseware, which keeps the air and water outside so that the building will be protected and not damaged. These are samples for the roofs. For the roofs we have VLC, SD2, Emcor roof, Supro and Supro Plus. Supro is used for the water resistance. It protects the roof against wind and water. It is used for supported and unsupported pitched roofs. Supro Plus has the same benefits, but it also has resistance to UV radiation and high temperature.
Because we're currently missing a member of our group, he covered the sort of and marketing. So
We do know about it, but
we have a rough sort of.
we haven't gone through that ourselves. enough,
Right.
So unfortunately.
Okay, so is that the end of your presentation?
the end.
Right, thank you.
This is a product that's been available for 50 years and is accepted and liked in the industry. What do you do?
We are just publicising our product.
You're not introducing anything new.
No,
We have got new things like available. Examples like this black one is our UV. It's like our new product that's just come out. It's UV,
yeah, there's UV and we have the airtight one.
which is just a new product that's
Right. So there are new
that we're
products.
promoting.
You're not just telling us what's been around for the last 50 years.
No, we have got like the originals that are just like used for installation.
From a point of view of specifying, it seems to be quite a lot. I don't know how many you've got there in total, but do you
Yeah,
give
okay.
advice as to which one would be suitable in certain circumstances?
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
In the brochures they have got the specifications for each material themselves.
Right.
So it depends on the actual building that you're designing where and
where it
which
is.
one you're going to want. So you would come to us
Right.
with a building and we would specify which one would be good for that building.
Are they all sold under the Tovex brand?
Well, sorry, is that a yes?
Yes.
Yes, right.
There are quite a few on the market as well that do something similar. So
It's not a finish, it's not like the, say, the rubber house. It can't be a finish in itself.
It's an underfelt.
It's
yeah,
an
exactly.
underfelt.
Well, instead of felt.
It's just like the breathing membrane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, you can't use it as a finish.
No. It's a shame.
Yes, it's not, that's what I thought, it's not.
The UV one is actually used on open cladding.
Oh,
So
wait.
you would actually see that membrane.
Oh, that's the new UV one, right.
Where
So
did you use that then?
That was on like open cladding.
the slatted
yeah.
Yeah.
building. It's actually just you doing the project I'm working on now is a slatted one, but there's an EPDM behind it, which is like the
Just the
rubber finish. Yeah,
waterproofing.
the rubber. Yeah, that waterproofs it.
That would do the same. It's
But,
UV tested and
It's yes.
So you would use this as a waterproofing?
you could do, yeah.
Sure.
It's well, I suppose I thought it's very compared to the other, which is how is it joined? How do you join
It's
this?
with tape, with acrylic water-based tape. So it creates sort of water and airtight seal.
Uh-huh.
So
What are these like then for, can I?
Yeah, you go for it. They're supposed to be.
Yeah, if there was a fire, like they're not
They
flammable,
wouldn't flammable,
and
but
they're
they,
not meant to like produce any sort of harmful gases or anything when set on fire.
So they are flame retardant?
Yeah, they are very.
Flame retardant.
Yeah.
and they can be repaired as well if there is any damage done.
I mean, so, how many projects does this product, get to be specified on? I mean, are you in with any of the big builders, or have you got lots of
It's used on like, lots of commercial buildings,
commercial buildings?
but mainly for small like timber houses.
So fewer residentials then, or?
That means very
Quite adaptable. Sort of.
So are you trying to break into the residential market a bit more?
I think it's. If we had the numbers, I think it would show that the residents.
The underfelt is widely specified on most jobs, I would say, but I've not heard of it being used as a cladding or a waterproofing material. It's underfelt to deflect the water to a certain extent, but not meant to compete with flat roofing systems.
Yeah, it's like this blue one is like for condensation,
Yeah,
isn't it?
this is
Just
for
protect
the
it.
interior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was.
But the roofing ones are generally a sophisticated version of felt roof,
Yeah.
underfelt.